Carolina and Company Live.
Hello, welcome to Carolina and Company Live, and happy Monday.
Yes, hope everybody had a great weekend. It was beautiful weather. Man, was it nice out. I mean, you couldn't help but have a great weekend.
I know, I love it. I want it to be that beautiful. I would even go for warmer for the rest of the week, for the rest of the year. Can we have it?
I doubt it. Let's check it and find out.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live on this Monday. So over the weekend, there was a lot going on, and on Sunday, we went out to the Market Common. The Grand Strand Humane Society was having this big thing, pet costume contest, and there's Charlie and I. We dressed up, too, as pirates, so it was a lot of fun. A lot of people came out. There were some very cute pets, so thank you for everybody who came out there supporting the Grand Strand Humane Society.
So everybody else took their pets, and you took
And I took my
Charlie.
children. Yes, and we dressed up.
Okay, that's okay.
And I judged the event, too. But, yeah, it was a great event. Also, this morning, if you got up early, you saw me looking a little different. There I am right there with Keith the cameraman, as most people know him. Look at what he did to my face. He is a costume maker and a makeup artist, and he put all those lacerations and horns on me and whatnot. So that was quite interesting. So, yeah, if you don't know what to be for Halloween, well, you can call him up and find out some tips.
That's right. We're going to have some. He's going to have something on the show next Thursday on a
this Thursday
on a Halloween show.
Halloween's this week.
Right. All right. Let's find out about today. Today's Monday, October 27th, and this is Cranky Coworker Day.
Is that you?
Me, I reckon today. Yeah. And it's also Play with Your Yo-Yo Day.
I have one at home.
Yo-yo?
I do.
1939. Let's check out birthdays. John Cleese. There he is, 75 years old. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Also in A Fish Called Wanda. And Live on Brian. 1941, Lee Greenwood. He's 72. He had 35 singles on billboards, and also, you remember the big one for him, God Bless the USA. 1991, Brian Craig. He's 23, soap opera star on General Hospital. Today in history, it was 1954, Walt Disney first TV show, Disneyland, premiered on ABC. I used to watch that. That was a little later, not in 54.
Okay.
Yeah. 1988, E.T. released to home video.
Good movie.
15 million pre-sold.
Really?
What was the big part of that?
E.T. Phone Home.
Okay,
Yep.
Great, good. All right, here we go from the Know It All Department. You ready?
Ready.
All right, do you know how the tradition of man walking a woman on his left arm started? You know, he walked in the old days, he walked with us on your left arm. You know how that started? It was so his right hand could be free for his sword in case of a duel.
What if you were walking with a lefty?
Carry a gun. I don't know. I don't know, but that is it. That's why you walk on the left and you had the right. I reckon if you're lefty, you walk on the other way and put where you can get to your sword.
Sure.
Things you learn on this show is unbelievable.
Yes, I'm sure at some point in your life you will need to know that. So just
everybody needs to know that one.
We've got a fantastic show for you today. Lots coming up, so you just stay right there. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. The Grand Strand Author event is set for this, for the weekend of November 15th and the 16th. Now, this is where a lot of authors get together. They bring their books, they autograph them, they talk to you, and you learn a lot about what they've written about.
That's right. So if you're an author or you like to read, this is the event for you. We've got T.I. and Peter here with us. Thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah. So talk a little bit about this event.
This is an event that right now we have 25 South Carolina-based authors signed up for. It's an event that my wife and I have put together along with help from this wonderful lady and along with Nancy Engel and Ann Jeffries, two other local authors. And like you said, it's an opportunity for the public to come in and see the talents that have been displayed by, put together by 25 South Carolina authors.
I tell you what, if you've never read a book by a local author, you will be so pleasantly surprised. I mean, you guys are great. You do a great job, yeah. Yeah, and this is a wonderful way to
these are some of
local
Peter's
authors.
right here. I think these are his books right here, except for that one on the end, Lulu's Cafe. Now, that's, of course, yeah, she did that one.
Yeah.
And my wife loves that one.
Yeah, you've got a lot of great reviews so far.
Yes.
And you'll have another book coming out, is that
Yes,
right?
Goodbye's a Second Chances. Fingers crossed it will be available at this event. It will debut at this event, so we're working on
All right,
it.
now I got to ask the question, all right, how do you come up with what you're going to write about? It just comes to you and you just start writing?
Yes, And the crazy part of it is it comes to me while I'm in the middle of writing another book. So I wrote Coming Home Again, which is sitting back, waiting to be published, same time I was writing Goodbyes and Second Chances. So they sort of fight who gets to be wrote first. So yeah.
Like a flood of creativity all at once.
Yes.
How about you?
Yeah, Peter, how does it work with you?
My first 2 books are novels about the American Civil War. I've been a history buff my whole life, and after doing some research, I wrote my first book, Confederate Gold and Silver, and my last book, The Horry County Murders, is based on really my 30 years of being a state trooper in Connecticut and having the responsibility of investigating murders and drug investigations. So I put all of those years of experience into my last book, and like she is, I'm just finishing my 4th book right now, and it's another murder mystery that happens locally here in South Carolina.
How long did it take you to write a book? Yeah, how long, just roughly?
The first book about 18 months because of some research I had to do.
Right.
My most recent book took me about a year because most of it was gathered from just my years of experience, and I didn't have to do the extensive research that my first 2 books required.
Okay, sure. So authors watching this, they can still get involved. There's still time to get involved in this event?
They can, and we have room for another 3 or 4 more authors, and this is going to be a wonderful event at the Inlet Square Mall in November. So folks can reach out to either of us to sign up, and we certainly want the public, book clubs and so on, to come pay us a visit.
And this is free.
It's
free
free.
To the
It's
public.
free to everybody, too.
Event, and it's a great way for book readers to buy Christmas gifts for their family and friends. Get a jump on Christmas shopping. So
if somebody wants to know more about it, they can contact us. Amanda and I will put them in touch with you on how they can get involved.
Yeah,
okay?
Sounds good.
Check it out November 15th and 16th from 1 to 5 p.m. at the Inlet Square Mall. Go there, get some books to read. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We are still talking about books and reading, and what we're talking about now is the next must-have book that'll transform your life and your business to where you want it to be.
That's right. Marty Coates is with us now. This is actually his 4th book.
Yes.
His 4th book that you've put out. Now, transform. What exactly? I mean, what will it transform if I read that book, Marty?
Yeah, see, so I joined a number of authors, myself and Dr. Dean Banks from here, who's also a local author.
Right.
We joined a number of other authors in trying to focus our concepts on changing businesses and changing lives and changing organizations. We did that by way of really reflecting on lessons we've learned in business ourselves, and then applied those through the help of working with these other authors.
So you share all your secrets in this book.
Well, a lot of us do. As a matter of fact, we do. Of course, Brian Tracy, a well-known national author, a trainer and developer and consultant, he's spoken to over 5 million people across his 40-year career, lays the bedrock for the book, and the others of us were able to I guess, pigtail, if you will, onto his theory.
Okay, very nice.
Well, Dean Banks, I've known him for a while, too, as long as I've known Marty for a while, and he's doing a little writing now, too?
Well, Dr. Banks and I worked together for about 7 or 8 years, building part of his company, or building his company. And part of the success of that was a strategic plan that we put into place some 8 or 9 years ago. So what we write about in Transform is we write about how that strategic plan developed into the successful business that he had.
And it's giving it to everybody else so they can learn from it and benefit from it.
Absolutely.
All right, now where can your book be found?
We're on Amazon.com. You could also go to www.martycoates.net and get copies there as well. Both Transform went to number 6 on the Amazon bestseller list on September 17th. And a book that we released last year, Think and Grow Rich Today, went all the way to number 1 on Amazon.
The next one over here went to number 1?
Went to number 1 last August.
If we read this, will we actually be rich?
Well, if you learn from the lessons of the great, you might. You might.
I want to think and grow. I don't want to grow anymore, but I do want to get richer. Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you. But that was based on Napoleon Hill, who wrote the original work, Think and Grow Rich. And actually, Napoleon Hill Foundation allowed us to republish the original work in that book. So, again, that has spanned the globe. It's all around the world, so we're very excited about both of these projects.
Well, that's pretty good. What's next for you? What you going to do next?
Well, hopefully we'll release early 2014 our next book, which we've been working on for a number of years. It's entitled The Waymaker Principles, 8 Keys to Living a Meaningful Life. And that's a book I've written It's taken probably 18 months, 2 years to put together, but we're looking forward to releasing that in early 2015.
All right, that tells you how to, in other words, live right with your body and everything else, plus, right?
Really
Am I right on that?
about self-success and whatnot.
Right, it is. It's more about comparing life to 8 principles that are based on things that great leaders you've known across the years. What were the things that they did that resulted in their living a meaningful and successful life? And we tell the story through those 8 principles.
Very interesting. All right, well, transform and think and grow rich. Check them out, Amazon.com. And you never know, you might just be rich and successful all because of these books.
Yeah, I want to grow rich. Oh, look at this.
Thank you so much.
We got a lot more coming up.
Something fun next.
Yay, talking about a powwow.
Powwow coming up. Cheryl, tell me a little bit about it.
Well, the powwow is the first weekend in November. That's coming up November 1st and 2nd, and the gates open at 11. We do ask that you don't bring pets. It doesn't usually work out too well with pets, and no alcohol or drugs. We run on Saturday. We have a grand entry at 1 and also at 6. And then on Sunday, our grand entry is at 2 o'clock.
Now, there's really something to see. Explain what that is.
The grand entry, that's where all dignitaries, chiefs, and anybody who's part of the council, as well as our veterans. We honor our veterans as they come into the circle, and we have a dance, and it's a way for us to introduce our powwow to the public as well.
Sure, and it's a family-friendly event. A lot going on, a lot to see, lots of demonstrations and whatnot.
Right, and we have about 24 vendors. We provide some food, some traditional food, and a lot of Native American crafts. So,
Ronnie over here, and I think you have some demonstrations for us, right?
All right, now, yeah, Ronnie has been doing this. How long have you been doing this, Ronnie?
Around 94, 95, I don't know.
So it's been a while.
Yeah.
When I used to come out there and do it early morning.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I used to do what Amanda does. People think I don't do anything anymore. Now, we want to show a few of these things down here, Ronnie. We've got a few things on the ground that we're going to show. All right, now, let's go. Let's see if we can, right here is good as far as we can go right here. But now, tell me about that one right there.
A lot of our older generation in Horry County probably used to set these themselves. I did as a kid myself. That's called a figure 4 bird trap. And they would go underneath there, and the little trigger, if they landed on that branch, would make it fall. You could catch multiple birds. And I think especially during the Depression, a lot of people did this. And it was able to way to put meat on the table. And we've got a little deadfall trap
let's
there.
see the next one there. All right, now that one, tell me about how that works.
That's it's called a Paiute deadfall, and you just use the weight, and it'll actually kill the animal. And that way it wouldn't make any noise, and would be the advantage, and other animals may not find it. And then I've got a snare right here. You sit on a path and on it, actually catch the animal by the foot. And of course, I made it on that board so I could set it up inside, the classroom or anywhere. That's the reason I made it that way, so I could transport it.
That's pretty cool. Now, you made all this stuff. Now, going over, let's look at some of the other stuff over here next to it now.
Cooking is something you don't ever hear explained. Like, we all know about bow and arrows and spears and that type of thing, but the way to transport water, Gord's made excellent containers, whether you're keeping stuff dry or water in them. That's a canteen, a cooking bowl. And then pottery is, of course, something we all know about. But what people don't know about also is if you look to the right, I've got a turtle shell, makes an excellent bowl to use to cook in and everything. Wooden bowls that were carved out. Basketry were like your backpacks years ago. And the rocks you see out front there, that was the way you could cook in those wooden containers or turtle shell and stuff. You put them in the fire, they get hot, and put them in a container and cook your food from inside out, so to speak.
All right, now we're talking about like in the old days, we had to find everything, right? The Indians had to go out and find it all.
Yes, sir.
Wow, okay. All right, I don't think I could make any of those. I know I could. I might could make a bowl.
Yeah, some of it's not as hard as it seems. It's not as hard as it seems.
You gave me an arrow, I think. I still have it in there in my office that you gave me that you made. All right, now all this gets underway when? Tell us when again, Carol.
It's going to be Saturday, November 1st. Gates open at 11, and on Saturday we're done about 7 o'clock. Sunday, gates open again at 11, and we'll be running until about 5 o'clock.
Sure, and lots of demonstrations going on, different things to see. And Ronnie actually taught me how to make fire.
Fire.
Yes, I was so excited.
Yeah, he can make fire. I can use a cigarette lighter or something.
Right, that's the easier way.
All right, don't forget, if you want to see something exciting, you've got to go to the powwow over in Aner. And there's a sign that tells you where to turn.
Yeah, tell them exactly where it's located.
It's off of 501 on Blue Water Road, and you can look for the Waccamaw Tribal Grounds sign. It's a brown sign, so you can't miss it. And it's just before you get to Aynor if you're coming from Conway, or just after you pass through Aynor when you're leaving.
It's literally on the left side of the Aynor High School behind it as well.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you what, it's exciting. I've been there numerous times and doing shows there, and you learn a lot if you have any Native American roots or anything.
Yeah,
all right?
really need
Thank
to see.
you.
Yes, you do.
We've got more coming up in just a moment, so stick with us.
Welcome to Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where you can find all kinds of clothes. But are you looking for accessories? They have it. Butler's has a store full of those hard-to-find accessories. How about the Peter Millar shoes, cufflinks, including engraved? Don't forget the collegiate wear from your favorite schools. Over 1,000 ties and a lot of bow ties. Various needlepoint items from Smathers and Branson. Looking to buy or rent a tuxedo for a special event? Butler has it all. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing in Florence. If you want to look good, you better shop at Butler's.
Here at Surfwater Promotions, we've been helping business promote their brands throughout the PD and along the Grand Strand since 1997. Screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, signs, banners, flags, vehicle wraps. We have everything and more to promote your business at Surfwater Promotions. Here at Surfwater Promotions, we've been helping business promote their brands throughout the PD and along the Grand Strand since 1997. Screen printing, embroidery, promotional products, signs, banners, flags, vehicle wraps. We have everything and more to promote your business at Surfwater Promotions.
Hello?
Hey, Mindy, I'm checking out your profile, and it looks like you're doing a lot of fun stuff. I didn't even know there was a festival last weekend.
Oh, it was great, Betty, and get this. We got in with free tickets from Carolina and Company Live.
That's right. Carolina and Company Live is a fun and entertaining show that lets you know what's happening in the area. From guests and magic to music and giveaways. So come have fun with us. Weekdays at noon on WPDE News Channel 15.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. So, coming up this Thursday, a very special Halloween show.
Boo! Yeah, I know,
Didn't
that's
like
not
that
funny.
time.
It didn't scare you, I know. We got a lot of scary stuff coming up.
We're going to be all dressed up. Spirit Halloween gave us costumes, and we've got a lot of stuff coming for that show.
Yeah, we got people coming. We've got some zombies coming. We're going to be talking about the top 5 costumes and also the best candy for Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
All
Have that
that's
candy
going to
for
be fun.
trick or treat,
And then
right?
Friday,
we'll be live at Blaine.
Yeah, we'll be at Blaine for their big barbecue.
Sure.
And that's going to be a lot of fun. It's coming up this weekend, and so you got a lot coming up, and we're going to be telling you about it. As long as you keep watching this show, you're going to find out what's going on.
That's right. And on those live and location shows, we'd love for you to come out and join us, too.
Yes, we'll be.
All right.
Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great day. See you, everybody.